Peppa loves doctors and nurses. It was people who help us today at playgroup, and everyone was excited. Now, children, began Madame Gazelle, today we have two very special visitors. They are both people who help us. Is one the Queen? Asked Peppa. Is one my auntie? Asked Rebecca Rabbit. Dinosaur, roar! Asked George. Three wonderful guesses, said Madame Gazelle. But the people coming to see us today are Dr. Brown Bear and Nurse Fox. Hooray! Cheered the children, jumping up and down. They loved Dr. Brown Bear and Nurse Fox. When I hurt my leg, I had to go to hospital, said Pedro Pony. Dr. Brown Bear and Nurse Fox looked after me. When I was feeling poorly, said Peppa, Dr. Brown Bear made me feel all better. Just then there was a noise from outside. The children ran to the window to look. Madame Gazelle, it's Dr. Brown Bear and Nurse Fox. Good morning, everyone, said Dr. Brown Bear. Today, Nurse Fox and I are going to talk to you about keeping fit and staying healthy. Let's start by going over to the playground and getting our bodies moving. Yippee! Cheered the children. They loved moving around outside. Dr. Brown Bear and Nurse Fox had built an obstacle course. To keep fit and healthy, we must move our bodies every day, said Dr. Brown Bear. Madame Gazelle will show us all how it's done. The children watched in amazement as Madame Gazelle completed the obstacle course perfectly. Ta-da! She cried. Now it is your turn, children, said Dr. Brown Bear. Ready, steady, go! Peppa and her friends set off. They swung, crawled, hopped, slid, skipped, and jumped around. This is so much fun, isn't it, Susie? Cheered Peppa, but as she turned to Susie Sheep, Peppa forgot to look where she was going and fell on her bottom. Oops! Cried Peppa. Nurse Fox came straight over. Are you all right? She asked. I think so, said Peppa. Good, said Nurse Fox, checking that Peppa was not hurt. You can carry on now, Peppa, but please be careful. Thank you for helping me, said Peppa. Peppa loved the obstacle course. This is my favourite bit, she cried, jumping high and landing in a big muddy puddle. I'm not sure that's part of the course, Peppa, said Madame Gazelle, smiling. Snack time, called Nurse Fox. Hooray! Cheered the children. Don't forget to wash your hands before you eat, said Nurse Fox. All the children went to wash their hands. Peppa and Rebecca sang the Wash Your Hands song. Wash, wash, wash our hands, wash them nice and clean. Bubbly, scrubbly, scrubbly, bubbly, wash them nice and clean. Eating healthy food helps us to stay fit and strong, said Dr. Brown Bear as he tried to open his snack box. This seems to be stuck. Nurse Fox, could you help me, please? Nurse Fox came over and opened the box easily. Nurse Fox, gasped Peppa, you must eat lots of healthy food to be that strong. Everyone laughed. Peppa and her friends loved snack time. Yummy, they cried. Keeping fit and strong was delicious. You've done such a good job today, children, said Dr. Brown Bear. When they finished, I'm going to give you all a sticker. Hooray! Cheered the children. They loved stickers too. Madame Gazelle brought out the dressing-up box. It's time for you to be the doctors and nurses now, children, she said. Peppa and her friends had lots of fun dressing up. Dr. Brown Bear, said Peppa the doctor, you must keep fit and stay healthy too. Of course, he replied. The children took Dr. Brown Bear outside and told him to go around and around the obstacle course. One more time, cried Peppa the doctor. Okay, how's this? Gasped Dr. Brown Bear. When he was allowed to stop, he looked quite tired. Dr. Brown Bear doesn't look very well, said Peppa the doctor. I think he needs a plaster. And bandages, added Nurse Danny Dog. And more bandages, added Nurse Susie. Now he needs a sticker, said Peppa the doctor. All the little doctors and nurses covered Dr. Brown Bear in stickers. Thank you for being so helpful, said Dr. Brown Bear. He was covered in so many bandages he couldn't move. What a patient he was. What do we say to our visitors? Asked Madame Gazelle. Thank you, Dr. Brown Bear. Thank you, Nurse Fox, cheered the children, giving them a big clap. Clap, clap, clap. Peppa loves doctors and nurses. Everyone loves doctors and nurses. The end. First Words with Peppa Pig. Level 3. The Scarecrow. Meet Peppa, George, Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig. Learn. Every, fly, has, him, his, live, off, put, some, them, when. Read. Shed, face, scarecrow.
Wow!
Grandpa Pig is in his garden with Peppa and George. We can plant some seeds in this soil, says Grandpa Pig. Peppa and George put every seed in the soil. Every seed will turn into a plant, says Grandpa Pig.
Wow!
Some birds live in Grandpa Pig's garden.
What a lot of birds, says Peppa. When you plant some seeds, the birds will fly down and eat some of them.
Some of them, said Grandpa Pig. The birds eat my seeds every time I put them in the soil. Fly away! The birds did not fly away. We need a plan to stop them. Grandpa Pig went to his shed. Peppa and George went with him.
Grandpa Pig has a plan,
said Granny Pig. I will stop them. When the birds see my plan, they will not want to live in my garden. Every bird will fly away when they see it, said Grandpa Pig. Peppa had 2 sticks and George had some cloth. They ran out of Grandpa Pig's shed and went back to his garden. Grandpa Pig put the sticks into a cross. He put the cloth on top.
Wow!
Will this make the birds fly away? Said Peppa. Yes, every bird will fly away when they see him, said Grandpa Pig.
Grandpa Pig has a scarecrow,
said Peppa. Peppa and George put a face on him.
He has a pretty face, said Peppa.
Wow.
The birds will fly away when they see him, said Grandpa Pig. The birds did not fly away. I think they like him, said Grandpa Pig. Granny has a plan too, said Peppa. The birds can eat some of the seeds I have put in the tree, said Granny Pig. Granny Pig's plan has worked. The birds ate the seeds Granny Pig had put in the tree. They did not eat Grandpa Pig's seeds. Now all of the birds in the Scarecrow can live in the garden, said Peppa. The end. First Words with Peppa Pig. Level 5. The Thunderstorm. Meet Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, and Daddy Pig. Learn about fall, far, full, got, laugh, light, never, only. Read. Thunderstorm, sky, rain, water, teddy, shoes, tickle, laugh. Peppa and George were having tea in the garden. The sky was light blue and the sun was hot. Peppa, George, come in now. The sky is full of clouds. There is about to be a thunderstorm, said Mummy Pig. Peppa and George ran into the house. My arms were full, so I forgot about Teddy, said Peppa. I will get Teddy. The sky is full of clouds, but it is not far to go, said Daddy Pig. Do not get wet. The rain will fall soon, said Mummy Pig. I never get wet, said Daddy Pig. The sky was not light blue for long. Soon it was dark and the rain began to fall. Daddy Pig got wet, but he got Teddy too. It is far too wet to be out there. My shoes are full of water, said Daddy Pig. Here is Teddy. He got a bit wet, said Daddy Pig. Oh, Teddy, it was far too wet in the rain, said Peppa. It's only a bit of water, said Mummy Pig. They got a cloth and soon Teddy was not wet. What about me, said Daddy Pig. I am far too wet. My shoes are full of water. You said you never get wet, said Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig began to laugh. What are you laughing about? Asked Mummy Pig. Stop, it tickles, he said. You can laugh, but we will not stop, said Peppa. Just then there was a flash of light in the sky. What was that light? Asked Peppa. It was only the thunderstorm, said Mummy Pig. It was only the thunderstorm, said Mummy Pig. Soon it will go far away and there will be only light blue sky left. The sky may be full of clouds and the rain may be falling out there, but we will never get wet in here, said Daddy Pig. A drop of water began to fall from the roof. Mummy Pig began to laugh. You said it will never get wet in here, Daddy. Daddy Pig laughed. I was wrong. Daddy Pig got a bucket for the drop of water.
Hooray! When will the sky be light blue again?
asked Peppa. Soon. Thunderstorms never last long, said Mummy Pig. Soon the thunderstorm was far away. The sun was back, and the sky was light blue again. Best of all, the thunderstorm had left the garden full of mud. Peppa laughed and jumped about in a big spot of mud.
This is the only bit about thunderstorms I like,
said Peppa. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig all began to laugh. What fun! The end. Peppa Pig. Level 1. Fun with old things. Picture words. Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, Miss Rabbit, Daddy Pig, Truck, Mr. Bull, old things, newspapers, rubbish, bottles, and cans. Mr. Bull is coming for the rubbish. Mr. Bull puts the rubbish in his truck. Peppa, George and Mummy Pig put some old things in boxes. They put bottles in the green box and cans in the blue box. They put newspapers in the red box. Now people can make new bottles, cans and newspapers, says Mummy Pig. They put the boxes in the car. Mummy Pig has got the bottles. Peppa has got the cans. George has got the newspapers. Miss Rabbit has got some old cars. Now they can make new cars, she says. Now they can make new bottles, says Daddy Pig. Now they can make new cans, says Mummy Pig. Now they can make new newspapers, says Daddy Pig. Stop, says Daddy Pig. You cannot make a new car with our car. Our car is not an old thing. Oh, says Miss Rabbit. I like my job too much. And we like our car too, says Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig Garden Games. It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are playing outside with Susie Sheep. Daddy Pig brings out a large box. It is full of garden games. Here you are, he says. Susie looks inside the box. She pulls out 3 wooden sticks.
Wow! Juggle sticks, she cries. Watch me juggle.
Susie throws the sticks up into the air. They all land on the grass. Those aren't juggling sticks, laughs Daddy Pig. They are skittles. Daddy Pig stands the skittles up. Peppa throws a ball and tries to knock the skittles down. Hooray! Shouts Peppa. I got 2.
Hooray!
Now it's Susie's turn.
This game is very hard,
Warns Peppa.
you probably won't be able to do it.
Susie throws the ball. She knocks over all the Skittles.
Wow!
Oh,
Says Peppa. George is too little for Skittles. He wants to play bat and ball instead. Peppa can throw the ball, says Daddy Pig, and George has to bat it. George hits the ball. Susie catches it. Oh dear, George is out.
Oh no!
Poor George. He is too little for bat and ball. You just need a bit more practice, says Daddy Pig. Watch me. Daddy Pig bats the ball hard. Oops! It has gone all the way into the house. Mummy Pig is having a coffee in the kitchen. She is very surprised to see Daddy Pig. Can we have our ball back, please? He asks. Yes, says Mummy Pig, but please play more carefully in the future. Danny Dog comes to play in the garden too. Daddy Pig decides to start a new game. He gets 2 bars and a yellow pole out of the box. What's that? Says Peppa. Limbo, replies Daddy Pig.
Wow!
He turns on some music, leans backwards, then walks underneath the pole. Daddy Pig makes the pole lower, but this time he can't walk underneath it.
your tummy is too big.
Giggles Peppa.
My turn.
Says Danny. Danny, Peppa, Susie and George all walk under the pole. Now we'll make the pole even lower, says Daddy Pig.
Easy.
Giggles Peppa. But this time, when Peppa tries, the pole falls down.
It's impossible.
She decides.
Nobody can walk under that.
The pole is very, very low, says George. He wants to have a go.
Wow.
Shouts Danny.
George can do it.
George is the best at limbo because he is so little. Well done, George. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.